Okay, so we are up, we are live, I think. Starting video transmission should be up and live. I guess we'll wait and see if it actually loads in or not. But we will assume that it did. So we are at Smiths playing some NL10, some NL50. Um, just got going here. For those of you guys who are following on the Ontario server, we've actually added prop bets finally. So if you slip over to the bankroll challenge section, you can actually see where we fired everything up, which is over here. So we just started this the other day. Wouldn't let us do more than 99 days. So I did a 30,000. I wish there was a way to like extend it or something like that when you're just doing like a solo run and not letting people bet on it. But there's not, but it's still kind of cool to track that. So it's just kind of a little side um, showing, whatever you want to call it, for the bankroll, but you can definitely check that out there. I also need to update our current bankroll. Uh, and Kings, obviously, we're just running this. We get binked. Who cares? It's all about the volume, baby. Binked it. Okay, let's just go down here in browser source, unlock. Interact. Okay, King Deuce, bumping that up as well. Jack six suited folding. So we've been on a bit of a heater the last few days. Um, so apply, done, and done, and lock it down. Okay, so that's all good to go. My Streamlab is acting like I'm not transmitting the video, so I'm really hoping this is loading in. Um, I got about another minute before I can actually check to make sure things are good to go. I think we fixed the camera issue as well. Um, Good old Chat GPT posted into there what the issue was. And basically, I had my camera plugged into a USB hub, and it said that it'll lag out because of that. So we moved our microphone to the hub, um, moved the webcam to directly plugging into the PC, and it seems to have solved the issue. So hopefully that'll continue, um, and we won't have to fiddle with that much anymore. Okay, we're gonna value bet the jack here. So that's kind of cool. We do get check raise. We are calling this. Check raised, over bet. I think call down here. 8-9 improves. We're still beating 9-10, queen 10. Then he goes small on the river, um, which is essentially a block bet. Given that we're only playing NL10, I think you kind of read into their bet sizings quite a bit. If he had like queen 10 or something here, he would jam. Uh, Sets would probably jam. I think we just the question becomes if he folds Jack Queen, but I think we need to try. When he goes that small, he's usually scared of something and doesn't want to put all the money in. So we'll try to get him to fold out like a weak Jack there. He does end up small bet calling, so we get a little bit owned. Gotta get a new chair. Every once in a while, this thing just like goes through rotations of working well and not working at all. So right now, it's like in the process of shrinking every time we play it. So every time we use it, it just like slowly sinks. So if you do notice that, there's a reason for it. So he checks flop here. We are going to value bet. We do get called. We'll fold to the jam. And I'm just going to pull up. Okay, get check called. A lot of that's going to be like ace queen, ace king. I think 10s plus are just going to barrel here most of the time with the flush draw out there. So we're going to check and let villain bluff rivers that are not essentially an ace, a queen, or a king. Jack's not great. There's obviously some jacks in that range, but yeah, we have to basically call here, and it is aces. Okay. Not off to a hot start here. Two outed, ran into aces, and ran into a better kicker heads up. So let's jump over to the channel. Okay, we're live. Watch now, mute that, and on YouTube, get the channel pulled up. Just bear with me here, guys. We're just getting everything locked and loaded here. Okay, defend the king jack, mute the channel. Okay, looks like we are good to go. Okay, we'll bump the ace 10 suited. Okay, and we're gonna value bet turn. We'll fold here. A Shendo fires the no look all in, and we're gonna barrel pretty big here on the river for value. Looks like Quantum's just running the gamble here at NL10. Wild, this guy no look all in and gets aces though. Okay, we get most of that loss from the previous hand back. And we'll float it with 5-3 suited here at the 25 table. Okay. And we'll open up an NL50 heads up table. And we'll open up an NL25 heads up table. And okay. So everybody checks flop. We're just gonna overbet turn here. I know our hand is likely good. We can try to find a fold out better fives. And most villains are just folding, realistically. Okay, bump that. And the NL50 heads up table is here. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the stream here, guys. Just give me a second. We do take it down wherever that hand was. And we'll get the 6 tables up. And fold the 7-3, fold the 7-5. And we're just going to see bet here on this board. We'll go half pot. Could go actually smaller given it's four-way. Okay, streams up on YouTube, streams up on Twitch. Everything is running smooth. Okay, we got pocket kings at the NL50 table. I apologize for having to constantly adjust my chair here. And we're going to ISO, and we're going to ISO at the NL25. What happened here? Check, check, check. We bet floppy calls. We're definitely going to barrel here. Baseball hits. Okay, we flop a set over here. And against Memphis, we'll just stick it in. We're probably up against like ace-5 offsuit or something. But we just kind of got to put the money in here. Yeah, so ace-10 off. Unfortunately, we're running cold into this villain. We need a club or a king. Let's see a club. Nope. So we got it in good against him. I think it was king versus fives, and now we've got kings in versus ace-10 offsuit with the king of clubs. Flop comes down. It is what it is. He's on a bit of a heater. We'll just run with it. No action with the eights on the last hand there. Check here. And we'll just show down. Nice. And of course, we put the money in here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, just for fun, is make, where are they here? NL10, NL10. These 3 tables I'll have to adjust the stream later if we keep rocking. Um, but we'll do a bit of our gauntlet challenge. So these three tables, NL10, 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 when we double, um, actually, I'm not sure how I'll do it because I'm already playing the other tables. I was gonna say these could be our gauntlet runs, but there's no tables up and running. So last night was probably bopping for poker. We went on a pretty big heater last night. I think we won like 6 buy-ins, or something like that, 6 or 7 buy-ins. But but there's just no action right now. There's no NL100 tables running. There's one NL50 table running. There's one NL25 table running. There's a few NL10 tables running. So here we're going to turn our tens essentially into a bluff. So we'll go like kind of small here. Um, and then we're just going to jam river. We're basically trying to fold out Jack X, which is a pretty likely holding when he leads flop. Um, and then snap calls turn. So we just want to fold out, use the ace to fold out the Jack X if he has them. The most likely scenario is that we had the best hand there anyways, but I think in those spots it's worth bluffing just to make sure you get rid of the villain and you don't check down and lose to like Jack X there, right? Okay. And we'll just be check calling here against booster. And so I'm going to bet, what I'm going to do here is bet 10%. And then if he raises, we're going to jam over him and try to fold out uh, chop. There's not really any world, I don't think, because the flush draws out there where he checks back Queen 10, pocket jacks, pocket aces, pocket kings, ace king, ace jack on the turn. He'll just value bet because one, we can have so many of these hands when we raise ISO rated and pre, and two, he did end up folding. The flush draws out there, so villains are not going to be slow playing, and they really shouldn't be slow playing a flush draw there, so they should be betting for value. For value. Hmm. Excuse me. Okay, fold 10-7 suited. And we shrunk again. So if there's a way for us to figure out, we're going to straddle. Let's get this table bopping here. Let's get all the 5 set and 10 set tables bopping. Push the action on these ones. Okay, fold king 8. So basically, with the 4 big blind straddle, we have essentially a 20 big blind stack right now. Yeah. So we're just kind of trying to push the action a little bit. We don't really pick up much here, but villain's gonna have such a wide range. We can probably keep attacking a little bit here, try to get him out of the hand. Would have been a good flop for 40 suited, I'd say. Money would have been going in. Ace-6 will just fold. All right, we got a no look all in here, folks. Any ace, any king, we'll probably stick the money in. Um, Quantum beats us into the pot though, so we'll fold that. Okay, raise the king 10 off. Check here. Okay, and we will barrel. What happened here? Did we get a chop? We did get a chop. Ace jack versus king deuce. Chop chop. Okay. We'll defend the king 10 here. I think I'll just let the 4-3 go. What did he have? 10-6. Could have folded him out. I'm gonna float one here, given that we have two overcards and some backdoor potential. And we'll let that one go. Float here, and we'll check the 8-4. What happened on this last hand that we just lost? 10-6. We checked to him. He checked back. Kind of missed that. We should have double barreled there. That was a bad check on river. We're gonna three bet king jack off here. Sec. Gotta grow again. Perfect. Okay, on this board we kind of we block. I don't know. It'd be nice to have like queen jack here, block some more of those ace x hands, but I'm just gonna go big and then probably check most turns, depending, and then shove most rivers if you were to check back. Okay, so what do we got going on here? We're gonna check here. We're definitely going to be bumping this up. Okay, we flop bottom set here. We're gonna bet for value. All the ace x spades, king x spades, queen with a spade, jack with a spade, some just bare spades, king 10, all those hands are calling, I bet. So we're gonna bet for value. We'll float one here with the 10. Hard to get paid sometimes, but Adescendo is wailing about a good portion of the time, so worth pulling a card every once in a while. Okay, we'll fold here. Or not fold, but we'll get out of the way here. Okay, we got definitely gonna be raising this up. The ace king here. I think I'll just jam with 20 bigs or a little bit more than 20 bigs. What would that be? 10, 20, 30. Yeah, it'd be like 25 bigs. Okay. We raise, we get 4-bet. We'll jam the king queen here, given it was a straddle. Oh, run into the queens. Okay, check here. No luck on the first run out. Okay. King balls. Not today. We do get raised. We're gonna call it 6-5 suited. Okay. And we're definitely floating here. Okay. Um, we're gonna be way ahead of a Shendo, probably way ahead of a Quantum Flush with just the ace high as well. Fifth wheel 3-bets, or sorry, we just check and he raises. We're definitely defending here. Jack 7 suited. Good flop checking here. I'm gonna call here with the ace high. We're gonna defend the jack. Shendo calls pretty quickly. And we're just going to shove river. And we'll show the bluff. And we'll fold bottom left. No look all in. Okay, let's gamble. Pocket queens. Okay, and sevens are definitely defending. Um, Fifth wheel raises. Wow. How does this guy, how? So this guy has had ace king and pocket aces in both of his last two, like, no look all ins. That's wild. Like, okay, fold the queen seven. We'll defend the sevens. We're gonna bump the jacks. And we're up against Juan Yu here, heads up at the NL50 table. Okay, we got another no look all in here from Villain. We're going to defend the King 7 suited. And we will fold the Ace 6. Given stack sizes, I'm definitely happy to just raise, get this in. And we'll get out of the way here once both villains bet call. Ace 9, 5, 4, river bank. And we just need to grow here for a second. Perfect. So fifth wheel is definitely attacking the straddle there. Pretty wide. Bump here, bump deuces. Okay, we got ace king. Bump that up. Oh, that filled in quick. Let's try to get another NL50 table up and running here. Okay, we'll start another one for everybody. And we're going to try to bluff here with the deuces just to fold out like a 3 or a 4. And kind of rep the jack here. Okay. He just, limps. Okay, we're going to lead out here. He does call. And we're going to bet again. And we'll start another NL50 table. Bring all this in. And then we will also readjust the stream here. Just give me a second. And if we run into something with solo, so be it. Okay. And let's just get the stream adjusted to 8 tables. Okay, good outcome. Pen 3. And we will happily run it twice. Okay, no heart on the turn. Good. Dodge the 3. Okay, great spot. 10. Perfect. And he's no, he's dead to a chop, so he wasn't actually dead. We make the flush in the end too. Okay. So far so good. All right, let's oh, he left. It's less fun when there isn't somebody like running kind of maniacally at the table. Okay, fold the 6, call the 6-4 suit, fold the 10-9. Okay, we are going to be 3-betting here with the King 10. I actually don't like my sizing. I think we're pretty much committed if Memphis were to shove no matter what. So I think I'd rather go big and make sure it's only money folds, versus trying to adjust my squeeze sizing to Memphis. Definitely defend the Queen 9 here. Check here. Straddles will take up a lot of our attention span. Okay, we turn. Okay, we'll flop the open ender. We turn a pair plus open ender, so we'll call here. Okay, fold to 7-3. All right, we're just gonna adjust the YouTube stream a little bit here. We make two pair on the river. We are gonna check though. Okay, we were losing the whole way, so that's fine. All right, we need to add playlist. Add to the streams, altered content. No eggs. Poker, poker, stream, poker, cash games, GG, poker, and just streaming, I guess. Oops. Streaming in Ontario, poker. Oh, you just shrunk. You just shrunk. All right, that should adjust that stream a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna check here. We're gonna check here. We're gonna bump the 9-5 suited. Man, all right. You know what I need for Christmas? That's what I should have asked for, folks. Was a new chair. Check here. We're gonna bump here. Check here. Check here. Check here. I think we'll check. Oops. I'm gonna say I think we'll check back here. Oh, good. Perfect outcome. Okay, we're gonna defend here. We're just gonna let him blast. Obviously, if we lose to the two queen X's, so be it. But oh, now we just have the nuts. But he has all the other like worst queens in his range as well. Wow, two outed on the river. Better give him one of these. But obviously, in those scenarios, if you're losing to fours or like queen king, queen ace, then who cares? It just is what it is. He goes with pot here. I think we'll float one. We can check raise there. We do consider it. Okay, fold the a4, check the ace jack off, bump the 9-10. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're gonna bump the ace king. Juan Yu. Okay, we gotta pay. Like I have not been paying attention. We raise, check, 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 and then we check again to him, which is like really bad. Uh, on the turn. We should be overbetting this turn like every time. And we're obviously check calling river once we call turn. He does not fire again, which also for him is not great. Like if you're gonna bet that turn with five, you should obviously be barreling the river because you're just trying to fold out like some better pairs. Once I call turn. Okay, we're gonna value bet trips here after everybody checked the turn, especially against Wyman Jack Quantum. You know, you could maybe think he has something. A strange line here from Jack Wyman. Check a straight on the turn here wouldn't make a lot of sense to me, so we're gonna call. Just seems so terrible to do that. So bad. Um, like I guess you get paid on the river, maybe, but there's enough like out here. between two pairs and like a seven and spade draws and jack nine, 10-9, 8-9. They're all calling a bet on the turn to check back the nizzles. I mean, I guess you got paid probably more taking that line versus me, so maybe there's an exploit taken there. Let me just see here. Raise pre, we check, check, check. He bets, and then bets river. I'm gonna call here with 10, 10-6, 10-9, 10-9 plays. Okay, bump the king seven up. Okay. Okay, bump 7-5 suit. Fold the king three. Yes. Last night must have been like last night must have been ripping. Uh, it's usually on a Sunday at 7 a.m. or so, my time, things would be like blasting here. What do I want to do? Do I want to call and bring in knuckle? I think I want to call and try to bring in knuckle. Yeah, we're just gonna try to get him off a chop. Fold the 4-3, fold the jack nine, fold the 10-4. I'm gonna check back here. I don't want to get check shoved on. We are gonna value bet river though. Chop chop. Okay, we'll bump the eights. Okay, and we're just gonna keep raising here. Solo is playing a way few hands and not three betting enough, so just raising alone is gonna be pure value into him. He does three bet here for the first time. And we're gonna value bet the eights here. All kinds of hands are calling here. Deuce is calling, and ace is calling, king's calling. Threes, fours, fives, sixes are all calling. Unfortunately, they're not willing to continue with us. And we'll lead out here in a limped pot. Shrunk again. Okay. 10-9 off, we'll bump. So we should be about, I think, about break even right now. We are three betting jack skis. Although there's a bunch of fish in the blinds, man. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go small. Try to get one of them to call, specifically villain in the big blind. But we'll take booster C calling as well. A hand like 5-6 or 6-7 or 8-9 is better to barrel here than jacks. Jacks are better to just check. We do of course peel one here with jacks. No. If I see a queens in his range, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, we're gonna bump here. Man, did I ever, I don't know if that's a fold on the turn with the outer to the bad beat jackpot. Man, I thought I just like burned myself. And the sixes will defend with. Okay, fold sixes. Fold the eight deuce. Okay, booster C flops the nizzles. We've shrunk again, folks. So gotta bring that back up. Fold the jack three, fold the jack nine. Oh man, my heart was racing there. I'm not gonna lie. Could you imagine I folded and he had 10-10 or queen queen? Oh my good lord. That's the closest we've been to a bad beat jackpot in a while. I should have. I don't think that's a fold on the turn. I think he has queen queen sometimes. Just given it like when UTG open and um MP1 three bet. Like he could probably call tens and queens in the small blind there. Check raise though. It doesn't play. Queens and tens don't really play check raise on flop, so I don't feel as bad about it. All right, let's lock in here. That hand was like a little bit stressful. And we're also going to stop straddling here on this table. Everybody's just a nit, so and knuckleheads on the wrong side of us. Um, okay, we get three bet. We're going to fold the six deuce. Fold the six deuce. Okay. So we straddle, fifth wheel raises. I'm gonna jam this. Like this guy's just raising into our straddle a ton. So we're just gonna attack that a little bit. And we do take it down. Perfect. Okay. How many hands did we just fold to this guy here? Oh, we just went back and forth a whole bunch. That's not so bad. If we're gonna bet on this board, we're gonna bet bigger. We're just trying to fold out like the pocket pairs and stuff, and potentially build a pot where like 7, 8, and 6, 7 can get uncomfortable on the turn. Okay, we're gonna fold here. And let's just rerun this. We raised, estimated we bet floppy calls. So this is the type of like top pair you want to be checking some portion of the time here on the turn. That's a really bad river card. 6, 7 gets there, 4, 5 improves, 5, 6 improves. Queen 3, Queen 4, Queen 6, Queen 5 all improve. Uh, Probably gonna call here just because he's playing so many hands pre-flop. Uh, okay. And we're gonna value bet here. I guess you just called with all the backdoor gutters on the flop. Overpair, backdoor straight, backdoor flush. Probably, definitely fine to call there. Okay, solo three bets. We're gonna call this one. Okay, checks to us. I'm actually gonna bet here just to get a feel for the villain. Nice. So we do take this down from Coops 23. He does check call. I think I'm gonna go small again. Snap calls, which is interesting. I think I'm just gonna blast it. It feels more so like pocket nines or something like that. Even though we blocked the nine, not necessarily 9-9 specifically, but hands like that. With the snap check on, like the snap call on the turns, very rarely. Um, unless it's potentially somebody who watches the stream and has heard us say certain things. Okay, we're just gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Hello. Can I have a hello, people?
Okay, and we're back. No, oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't move me tables. So there's lots of 10 cent, 5 cent tables running. There's got to be another NL50 table up now. No, there's not. There is an L25 table though, so we'll join into that. Perfect. Okay, so we got two NL10s. What do we got? One, two, three NL10s, two NL50s, and now two NL25s, and we are trying to table start NL50 as well. So a bit of a mixed bag. Okay, there's actually an L100 table up, so we're gonna fire that as well. Uh, and we'll delete this nitty NL10 table. That seems to be the best way to do it. I thought we just won a hand here. Oh, right, then we just lost with ace king versus sixes. And we're gonna bet here at the 9-8. Nice. Okay, we'll defend here. Okay, and we'll just check back when we do make the 9 on the river. Lose to queen deuce off. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna turn the straddles off. Um, yeah, we'll leave this straddle on for now. Okay, we're gonna call the king on the river. King jack, king queen, pretty standard there. Bump. Okay, looks not on this pot or not on this flop. And we're gonna overbet turn in the bottom right. Value bet here. Okay, spike our king. It's a great turn card for us. It's not as strong value as you might think. Back and forth on barreling here, since the board is super wet. We do get call or raise. Our overbet gets raised. So we're gonna fold there. Okay. And we do call off with the king queen here. And I think we just check back the king here. We run into ace king suited, unfortunately. And we'll give the NL100 table some color. Perfect. Okay. So that's all good. Up and running and ripping. Okay, we're going to raise the king deuce suited. Okay, we'll check back here. Do bet some portion of the time, of course. And we defend. Oh, it's a shite run out. Think we fold, unfortunately. And we're going to float one here with the gutter. Okay, go for a bit of value here on the river, and we do get called by ace high. Okay, so, and then it checks around to us. I think I'm gonna bet tiny and then play rivers with an option of blast. Okay, both villains call, then both villains check turn and then check here. I think I'm gonna go for it. Get rid of one, get rid of the other. Beautiful outcome. On this board, we're gonna bet, and sixes will check, and we're gonna check back the 5 here in the bottom right, heads up. Okay, and fold the sixes. I am gonna call here with the 6, and we pick it down. Okay, we turn an open-ended straight draw and pick up a couple more outs to make a boat. Check here, fold here, check here. I am going to check back now. It's not a great flop for us, but I think we need to go big on it. We have the king of diamonds blocking some like king jack type hands, ace jack type hands that call. We have aces, kings, queens in our range. Pretty standard spot just to go big. And if we get called, we'll probably just check give up. We do take it down. It's a good outcome. And we'll defend the ace nine here as well. Not sure I like the bet with fives. It's just small. If you're going to be betting there, you want to go big to try to fold out like a seven or a nine. To that sizing, I'm just not going to be folding those hands. Fold here, fold the jack six suited. Realized I had the microphone off there for a minute. Okay, 9-10 suited. Okay. We do call a lot with the flush draw this particular run out. Excuse me. Um, I do like to raise. The reason being is there's a lot of cards for me to blast on. I do have ace deuce, I do have ace eight, I do have pocket eights, I do have pocket deuces. I can also blast on a jack, a seven, a diamond, a queen, a six. And he might be more willing to call. Like if he does have an ace with the ace of diamonds, he might not think I check raise too many diamonds except the nutted diamond. So he might be willing to lean more towards me bluffing. But I think that the spot actually we should probably check here. That's I'm sure GTO does both because when he has the ace, if he has the ace king or the ace jack, excuse me, or the ace ten of diamonds, he'll definitely be calling. And it's a card we blast on when we are bluffing, so we do want to be doing it with value as well. Okay. And we're just going to eliminate the straddles here. It is fun to play with them at some of the lower stake tables, just for fun. Uh, but it does it takes you got to click again kind of thing. So um, it makes it a little bit more difficult sometimes to keep up with all the tables. I'm gonna leave the NL50 table in the top right. Who we have sitting heads up. I think we might be more just jams pot. Nice play. Stole our move. Um, no, we called. Okay. It might be more likely to get an L50 table up and running if we're not the ones sitting heads up. Even though I'm not very good at heads up, a lot of villains won't play me, which makes like the rake is just like we're not terrible, so you end up paying a lot in the rake heads up. So we are going to defend here with 5-4 suited in the big blind. It's likely that Zenji will continue and come along. Uh, Horrendous flop for us. We will be doing a lot of folding on it though, or check raising. Okay, interesting. Open and put on front and suited flop. Okay. And we'll set mine to threes. Bump queen nine suited. Raise the ace four suited. No set here. Oh, come on. This is one time the guy folds. Okay, fold here, fold the 10. Fifth wheel likes to attack, so we're going to give him a chance to. And then we're going to go with the check raise. We do lose to king 10 and 10 8. That's fine with essentially a good kicker or good two pair. We're fine to get the money in. It's a really bad river card. I think the EV is better though that we just jam this. Versus like checking and he checks back. Oh, I don't know. It's a weird spot. I'm not sure about the river shove. Ace of Diamonds isn't a great card because we lose to a lot of his one pair hands now, like for sure. So we raised pre, definitely going to bet big on this pot. We block King Jack, we block King Queen. We have a backdoor straight and the second nut flush draw. So we did get stacked here, but we won it all back in one hand here. That's a 100 table. Okay, we'll pump Queen 10, fold to 10-8. Okay, pretty good board for us. We 3-bet calls, leads into us, very small, then checks, and then folds. That's an interesting line, we'll say. Okay, raise the ace 10. Okay, fold King 6 off, fold 10-4 suited. Man, this chair is a nightmare. 3-bet the 8-7 suited. This board will go a bit bigger. We can 3-bet, we can call the King Jack off, mostly just calling. 3-betting doesn't accomplish a whole lot. He just folds a lot. I think we need to go quite that big against this villain. Most recreationals you can size down on your check raises. Like when they go, 30% pot, I think you're supposed to go between like 6 and 8x or something like that with your check raise, which is fine against regulars, but against like recreationals or nitty regs and stuff, they're not. They're just looking at the check raise. So as long as you're like 3x, um, you're probably fine because they're only going to call when they have a hand anyways. They're not going to float you. They're not going to call with like double gutters and backdoors with an overcard or something like that. They're just going to see that they have a backdoor and they're done. So when you check raise too small, you're not going to get overcalled in those spots. Fold the Jack 5. Appreciate everybody checking out the channel. If you did just roll in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Helps promo the stream. Been pretty quiet this morning. Tables have been dead. Stream's been relatively dead, but hopefully it'll pick up a little bit. Okay. So we got a mixed bag here between NL25, NL50, NL10, and NL100. We're basically playing every table that's open right now. Pretty well even so far this morning. Um, we tried table starting NL50. We got one up, but nobody will join us, so we left it. Hopefully somebody else will table start and get the games rolling. All right. Okay, we're gonna go small and then go 3/4 on turn. If we get check raised, we can just fold pretty comfortably. 9-5 fold. Just get a complete here. Okay, he raises for us. Yeah, because he's definitely a little bit more aggressive, but we can definitely defend here. But yeah, we're gonna avoid that happening again. So we're just gonna be raising when Bipper limps from now on if we want to play. We just end up in a gross spot otherwise. Yeah, Idea was a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Okay. Fold the queen eight off. Fold the 6-4 off. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna maybe kill the morning streams and switch into doing. I think we need to adjust our strategy a bit. Switch to like plain explains in the mornings because we're nobody like nobody's up, nobody's watching in the mornings, and then it just kind of kills vibe of the whole stream. Okay, fold here. Fold the 9-8. We will 3-bet the threes. Fold the jack 4. Do, 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 do. Pretty boring session so far. We're down. Basically, we're like paying the rake right now. I think we can go 8 and then still shove over him if this villain just continues in. I didn't shove. Interesting. Definitely ISO the ace queen. It's actually a pretty good flop for our hand. We have queens, kings, aces. Okay, take that one down. Mm. Sevens versus sevens or nines or slow played kings and aces, maybe. Fuck. I mean, in theory, I think we're supposed to call. Queen king maybe shoves. That's fuck, I feel like we're beat. It feels super nitty. I just feel like I'm crushed here. King queen though might shove. I don't know. Oh, I missed it out. We're leaving this N100 table. Mm. Oh, you're a mega whale at it actually. But yeah, this we're never gonna get to play with them. Play the least amount of hands. Booster C says set. I wouldn't think so. I did full top pair top kicker though, so it could be 10-8, king jack, king 10, something like that. I feel like I should not have folded ace queen. I was kind of worried about booster C having kings and aces too. Just like with knowing that villain pretty well. I don't know. Maybe it's like way too many there. Yep, kings, jack 10. Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't feel like which makes sense to be a set. Yeah, it's I don't think I can call with booster C still in the pot is the issue. I think we just check down here. Be pretty hopeful to value bet that ace and expect to get any calls. Yeah, we're gonna ISO the king jack suited. All right, so we're just gonna leave this table. It's just a reg infested table. We're looking for very good tables as we're moving up. Okay. And we'll just attack the value here. You don't need to be worried about getting like, somebody exploiting you if you're unbalanced here. So we just have top pair, second kicker, and we just want to get the money in. That's pretty much what it comes to. Okay, squeezing the tens. Huh. I think we'll just stick it in here. Come on. Well, session's not going great. Okay. Yeah, keep shrinking in this chair. Driving me nuts. Okay, this board we're gonna barrel big with queen nine suited. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about folding ace queen there. It was just this booster, man. I just had that vibe. I didn't think he would fold though. Then again, you think, well, maybe if I call, he does fold kings and aces. But giving that guy credit to fold something like that is pretty wishful thinking, to put it nicely. Oh, lovely. Hiccups are back, boys and girls. Can't win today. But yeah, I think we're gonna switch. Oh my lord. Excuse me. I think we're gonna switch up to just doing videos potentially in the mornings, like from like 5 to 6:30 or something like that. The streams are relatively dead. and they pick up in the afternoon and stuff. But right now um, they're pretty dead, realistically. Okay, we're gonna check the 9-3. Okay, fold here. Okay, we missed our overbet here. We got to lock in here. We're not playing very well. Fold to 7-3. Fold to 10-3. Okay. And fold. Fold king 5 suited. Okay. Okay, we'll call the sixes. Fold to 10-6. Fold to 7 deuce. Okay, fold to jack 4. Fold to deuce. Okay, fold to king 9. Okay. And we're gonna 3-bet here with the kings. Go a little bit smaller, just getting stack sizes. Okay. And we'll go 10. So that 10, 20, 37, 39, and there he's got 62 left. What do we do? 39, 49, 59. Yeah, we'll just go 10 again. Keep it small. Let him call with like 10s, jack 10, jack queen. And then we'll just jam river and hope he, well, I think we have to check now. Nines, yeah. He already calls the nines anyway. It's not really worth the risk. Like eights, nines, 10 probably fold to most jams. So we called 9, 10, 10. He bets. We're actually going to check raise this. Block king 10, we block jack 10. Fold a 9-5. And we take that down. Oh, sorry about that. We just had to fix our chair for the 100th time. Appreciate everybody following along here now. Stream's picking up a little bit on Twitch and YouTube. I call. Oh, gross. What is that? 8 ball. High card. Seriously? What are these run-ins? Like, what in the fuck is that?